to my elements. So if I click on this element here, you can see here it has like a bunch of CSS classes on it, and you can see what each of those CSS classes actually have in it. So px8 is saying we want a padding left and a padding right of 2 rems, and 2 rems is a multiplier of your base your base font size, which is by default 16. So 16 times 2, that's how many pixels there are left and right. And then here you can see stuff like justify between, justify content is just calling space between here. So this is like a shorthand for doing this whole long statement in this one class then. Okay. Yeah, Flexbox is like it's built into CSS by default. It's not like something that Tailwind or Bootstrap are creating for themselves. Like it's already built into CSS. So you can use Flexbox without ever having to use Tailwind or Bootstrap. Yeah. Which is why it's good to know CSS before you pick up a library like this. Can I ignore this yellow stuff? I don't care for it. It wants me to do this. No. I will not allow you to take over my app right now. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to get this effect right here, where you have like your Pokemon, but instead of Pokemon, it's gonna be like dodgeballs. Like I don't know what I'm building here, Cody. Churches, you're gonna have to give me some pointers. So I'm just gonna find like a dodgeball image. Dodgeball image. Let's find a dodgeball SVG to be specific. SVG. Yeah. Okay. I just need a ball. Do dodgeballs have do they have like specific, like, do they have like a basketball would have the lines run across it? Do dodgeballs have like a specific look? These are nice. I know. Be careful what you wish for, right? Yeah, they're red, right? Okay, got it. I already knew these like. Stop asking me to get stuff, man. That's one of your images. You guys all saw where I got those images from, right? So they can't complain about me not giving them credit. Man, this one is like it wants me to pull these out on my own. Okay, if you could use any of these dodgeballs, which one would it be? Starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you can come back and change this anytime you want. Let me jump back up to the image here. What else can I add? So I don't know what this is. What is this thing? Let me close these things. Too much tabs. Getting confused. Right. So I guess you kind of need help bars, like your HP bar. Let me see something real quick. CSI pixelated text. How do I need to find a font for that? Oh, text return. Nice. So text return has smooth, global. Text return. Hey, was that Iron Man? Was that Andre Iron Man? I am good. How are you doing? Speed. No, this is for something else. Okay, Colin. How you doing, Iron Man? Okay, so I'm just gonna find a pixelated font. So, pixel. Pixelated font. Font space. Interesting. Pixel boy. Pixie boy. Oh, nice. What's your experience with Next.js been so far? Yeah, I did Angular for a few years. It's not bad. I think the ecosystem around it is not as strong as React, which is why I ultimately went with React. Because what you have to understand is sometimes it's really nice to work with something, and then because no one else is using it, it's hard to either find jobs in it or it's hard to find like good solutions to problems that you're stuck on. A lot of times when a library is really popular, a lot of the roadblocks that you might run into have already been solved. Oh, nice. So is Blazor the one that compiles down to WebAssembly? I think I've been seeing that. It's an interesting font. Oh, so yeah, it runs on both. Nice. Yeah. I think I said that. Categories. I think this is the closest one I found. I don't want to go down too much down this rabbit hole. I'm trying to find a good font, and I'm using Google Fonts because I just want a font. Any font, to be honest. But one that's just pixelated. Pixelated font. Yeah, Iron Man. It is React is predominantly used on the front end, but it has this feature called um it basically has a feature, I forgot exactly of it, that allows you to render your React code down to HTML in Node. So what happens, what Next.js is really doing is it's calling your React code on the server side, um, rendering it down into HTML, sending that HTML down from your server, and then calling React again on your browser, which then just like um, oh, sorry, I got distracted here. Oh, nice. I like this. This is my this is not my font. It's called Sixth Read. Yeah, so what I was saying is Next.js will send the HTML down, and then React on the browser will then take that HTML and and attach itself essentially. So it won't need to build the entire page from scratch. It just takes the existing page and attaches itself to it. So that just makes it really good for any crawlers like bots like Google that want to look at your website that don't have JavaScript enabled. They'll still get like the rendered HTML from the server. And then it's also good because I don't know if you've worked with a lot of client-side applications, it doesn't show anything on screen until the JavaScript has actually been processed, and that can lead to some popping effects when you first when you're first loading certain websites, where things will load in so either something won't load, so you'll see a blank screen for a bit until the JavaScript has actually been executed. And if it has been executed, sometimes you'll see something where an image will pop in, and then another part of the page might load. Next.js seeks to solve this by rendering first on the server, so that the HTML that is sent down is immediately visible to the users that are looking at it, that made the request, and then it kicks in your client-side JavaScript. So your site is already visible, so it seems faster essentially. And they're coming up with another where you can run both. Yeah, I like Blazor. I think what Blazor did was it got really sorry, it got ahead of the curve with Wasm, because I actually do really like the fact that Wasm you can compile down to Wasm from different languages other than just JavaScript in the browser. You can use pretty much any other language that can compile down to Wasm in the browser. So it's really powerful in that it kind of like separates the hold JavaScript has over web development and expands it to everyone else that doesn't want to learn JavaScript. I'm predominantly a JavaScript developer, but even I have problems with JavaScript sometimes, and that's saying something. So having another language, like a more type safe, like predictable language that I could write web applications in, yeah, that would be great. And I think Wasm seeks to fill that gap, and then Blazor seeks to be the first ones to actually build an environment for developers around that. Yeah, I've never really gone down the I've never gone down the I've never gone down the I've never gone down the C# route. It was just never in my it was just never in my what was it? It was never in my realm, I guess. Lack of a better word. Like I've never come across a project where I needed it or where it was already written in it. Um, I Most of my applications tend to be centered around other languages as I was starting my career, so I ended up learning those. I started with PHP back in the day, and then after PHP there was Ruby, because Ruby was extremely popular from like the 2000, what was it, 11, 10, 11 to like, I don't know, it probably fell off in 2016, I guess. Fell off for like everyone else who was getting into like front end focused development. Ruby is still very popular. And then once everyone was switching to front end focused development, React came out, and then that really revolutionized like how you build UIs, and that's how I got into React from there. So at no point in that whole timeline was like C# or .NET like an option in terms of what was being requested from the market that I was targeting. Um, so it was just never really a choice. Now in my career, I think I can make more decisions around the languages that I want to learn versus chasing the market. But in the beginning, you gotta learn what everyone else wants, right?